Danny. Danny, the recent run of form, it's been a win, probably 2 draws, maybe a loss, then maybe a win, a few draws. Is it important for as a group of players maybe to get back-to-back wins, successive wins? Is that the real next step for Huddersfield going forward?
Yeah, I mean that obviously that'd be good. It'd be good for confidence, and obviously good going into the international break if we can pick up the 3 points on Saturday. So it's just about building that confidence, really.
And as strikers within Huddersfield Town, I suppose when you look at the competition, when you look on paper, you see Jordan Rhodes, you see Fraizer Campbell, yourself, all have played at a high sort of level, high sort of marquee players for the championship. Is there really good competition? Is there good sort of between you as strikers in terms of trying to outdo each other?
I mean, we got on really well, all 3 of us. But like I say, when it comes to football, we all want to be playing. So to have that competition is good because it keeps you on your toes. Because I know when Geordie comes back to training, I mean, it's not far off now. You know, it's more competition, so I need to make sure that I'm putting in the performances week in, week out.
Yeah, and I suppose, Danny, 4 goals so far in 14 appearances. Do you, at the start of the year, do you set yourself personal sort of milestones in terms of what goals tally you might want to have before Christmas and then afterwards, or do you gauge it by year on year, or is it very much you just look at it at a one-game mentality?
After last year, it was about, you know, being fit and being injury-free because it was an absolute nightmare of a season personally. And obviously this year is going great with regards to that. You know, so now I can sort of focus on making sure I'm chipping in with the goals. You know, as a striker, you want to be the top scorer. So I just need to keep going and keep adding to it.
And finally, for me, Danny, I don't want to hollow back too much on last year, but last year when the side were struggling down towards the bottom of the championship, and you mentioned your injury problems, looking on from the stands, being absent, seeing your team going through that struggles, was that a difficult time for you? I know personally, physically with injuries, but mentally and emotionally that you couldn't really help the cause, that you weren't there to able to provide assistance through a difficult time, not only for the club but for the manager as well.
Yeah, it's not a nice place to be when you're injured, and especially when the team's struggling a bit as well, because you want to be out there helping. Yeah, so it was definitely one to forget last season, but you know, we seem to be putting it right this season. We need to just make sure that the performances continue.
Cheers, that's all from me. Thanks, Danny.
Thank you.